Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Uncle Matt. A bit of a surprise today in the vlog. I am heading down to Atlanta. I got word earlier this week that I needed to go down there for some training for my actual job. Believe it or not, I am not one of the lucky ones who's able to just do YouTube, and that was a shaky thing. Make a living off of it. I do have a real job. Don't really bring it up on the channel. Try to keep that a little bit separate from everything. But they called me Monday morning and said, hey, would you be able to get down to Atlanta for a couple days this week for some training? And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Because, I mean, you can't say no to your boss. I don't know why I even had to act like, I'll do it. But I love Atlanta. You know, we did a series there last summer where we went to a concert, went to Braves game, went to Six Flags. I've kind of always gone there, you know, maybe once or twice a summer from growing up. So chance to go down there, pop around Atlanta a little bit. I'll take that. Don't really even know what we're going to do while we're down there because the training, you know, kind of, like I said, kind of came out of nowhere. So don't have a full roadmap of what the schedule of events for me is going to be, but I mean, we're going to be down there, so we'll do some experiences, we'll do some things that we could not normally do if we weren't in Atlanta. So I'm not sure if this will just be like one full vlog of the whole trip. I'm not sure if we'll have like multi-parts because I'm just now heading down, so I'll have to see what all I get into, what all I film, how much content I actually have. One thing I can tell you for sure is that we are going to be making a long overdue stop at Buc-ee's on the way down, surely on the way back. I was thinking about it as I was hitting the road. I was like, it's been a oddly long time since I've been to Buc-ee's for like me, and how obsessed I became with Buc-ee's when I first became aware of it. But I haven't done like a full-on driving road trip since probably last summer, probably maybe last time I went to Atlanta. I guess would have been the last time I probably was driving on the road, because obviously Jess and I's trip to Dominican Republic, we did not drive there. We flew there. When I went to the Walt Disney World Marathon in January, that was also a trip that I flew for. So first time doing a little bit of a road trip in a while, and if you go on a road trip, you gotta stop and see old Bucs. So that'll probably be our first stop, our first activity on this pop-up surprise Atlanta trip. One kind of bad news thing that came from this was I'd gotten passes to go to Titans training camp practice at the actual practice facility, which I've never done before. That was supposed to be Thursday of this week, Thursday morning, but I'll still be in Atlanta at that point in time, so not going to get to do that. I think I'd mentioned on the channel that that was going to be something that would be coming up, so I don't know if anybody was actually had marked that on their calendars and been like, oh my god, I can't wait for the Uncle Matt training camp video. But fortunately that's now off the table. I'll be in Atlanta during that time. I will be back, unless things change again, Saturday in time for first home preseason game that we have coming up, so I will be there for that. But next couple videos, or this one video, depending on how much content there is to put into it, is going to be very much Atlanta based. So if you want to see what I get into in Atlanta, stay tuned. All right, we've made it to Buc-ee's. Nice little quick drive down, about an hour and a half to go to get to Atlanta, but gonna pop in here, check out, see what's new, get some food, maybe a new travel shirt. Haven't had one of those in a while, so we'll see what's up. The stuff they've got, you could just make Buc-ee's your entire wardrobe. I don't know if I could pull that one off. This could be a contender for the new travel shirt. I don't know if I'm gonna pick one up now. I might want to get one on the way back. We'll see. To be determined. All right, quick look at the haul. First of all, I did go ahead and purchase the new travel shirt. Been a minute since I rotated in a new one, and I figured I'd need something for the drive back, so went ahead and picked it up. There it is. Tag it there. There's that. And kind of the back is the Buc-ee's. Kind of like a little, I don't know, summery, beachy vibe. Thought that was pretty cool. Food-wise, I kind of think I've hit the point where I've just had everything there is to have at Buc-ee's, because I was looking around for something different, something new I hadn't had before, and didn't really see anything. I kind of missed breakfast. I was hoping to get breakfast, but it is late. It's like 1 o'clock now, but I kind of couldn't remember if they do breakfast like all the time or not, though, but they don't, it seems, but that's fine. Got the potato salad. Always get the potato salad. It's my absolute favorite thing at Buc-ee's. And then got a Texas cheesesteak burrito, which I'm like 90% sure I've had before. One thing I got that I know I have not had before, just it looked too intriguing and interesting to pass up. I got a sausage on a stick with tortilla. So we're gonna sample this because it's new and different from anything I've never tried this at Buc-ee's before. So this is the go-to new item, and it is wrapped very tightly. What the heck? Okay. Sausage on a stick. It's pretty good. Probably way too much food. I just wanted like a quick lunch, get back on the road, get to Atlanta. Sausage on a stick. All right, we've made it to our hotel. We are at the Hampton Inn in Snellville, I believe. So quick little room tour here. Pretty nice little setup. It is more of the suite setup. We've got like the little kitchenette area here, microwave, mini fridge, sink. There's a little storage down there. Nice little seating lounge area. Random countertop desk thing here. Work setup desk that you can utilize, TV, nice sized bed right there. These little sliding like barn door things for the restrooms are just like the big trend in hotels now, I guess. It seems like everyone I go to now, they have these. And I'm not a huge fan of these because I kind of feel like, you know, they don't give you always the proper level of privacy you'd like when you're in the restroom. Like I guess it's a cool like aesthetic look. Doesn't like, you know, take up space with a swinging door, but like you got this little crack here where, you know, if you're in there. But what's nice about this one, at least the bigger kind of suite size one, is there is a door to the actual business area of the restroom, so you at least have some privacy in here. Pretty nice, can't complain one bit. There's like a closet area here, I would guess. Yes, that was correct. Yeah, not too bad. This will do for the next few days. So I just got out of my little work training thing I'm down in Atlanta for, and it's on the late side. It's about 9:30 local time. So I didn't want to go into somewhere that was closing at 10. You know, I try not to do that to restaurants. If they're closing within the hour, I try not to go in. So I Googled what's nearby, and I found Legends Bar and Grill. And we have one of these just east of Nashville and Smyrna. I don't doubt it's the same like chain or anything like that, but they're open until 2 a.m. So I thought, why not? We know Legends in Smyrna is good. So let's try this. Look over the menu real quick. Kind of standard bar food, but they do have quite an extensive menu. Lots of different stuff. Wings, sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, beers. And it's also Taco Tuesday. Today they've got a lot of fish taco specials. Considering the Brutus just was so ridiculous sounding, but the Black and Blue sounds good too. I was hoping to catch a Braves game on down here. I don't think that's going to happen, and it's probably for the best. They're currently losing 9-0 to the Brewers. Hit a bit of a skid after having a good run the last couple weeks, so not a good time to be a Braves fan. But you know, when we have tough decisions between two burgers, we always have to go to the trusted wheel. Now, Kelenic just completely dropped the ball in the outfield. It's the Braves offseason in a nutshell. Looks like you make a great catch and it just squeezes right out. This is how you know it's bad for the Braves. They've got an outfielder I've never even heard of in pitching relief in the 9th inning. Alright, Brutus has arrived, and it is like something. Jesus. Okay. It is the next morning here at the Hampton Inn & Suites. And I'm thinking now this is all going to be just one vlog, because I don't know that I'm going to have anything on this trip that's going to be enough to separate and do multiple vlogs, because it's going to be little interspersed things, because it's a work trip, and as much as I'd like to just be out doing fun stuff and enjoying the city of Atlanta, there's stuff that needs to be done for work stuff while I'm here. So be a lot more of that while I'm down here than the fun stuff. But when I'm able to find time between work and otherwise, I'm gonna pop around, do some things, try to fit some things in here and there. So Brutus last night, great, delicious burger, surprisingly good, you know. I mean, bar food, what you'd expect a place like that. So I enjoyed my time at Legends last night. But it was a massive, heavy burger. So I think one thing I'm gonna try to do today is find like a park or like somewhere like with a trail, greenway type thing, and maybe go for a run. You know, that's one of my policies on trips, vacations, whatever you want to call them, is get at least one run in, and then that counts for like a week's worth of runs if you do that. So we'll check the old Google and see if we can find some place like that to do that. But first I'm gonna go down, check out the complimentary hot breakfast here at the Hampton Inn Suites. Okay, so I just arrived to McDaniel Farm Park. I just Google Maps, running trails near me, picked one that looked good. This was what I chose. It ended up being about 25 minutes away from my hotel, which is one of the reasons I'm not gonna end up probably doing as many activities and things as I would have hoped on this trip. Just one, because I'm gonna be pretty busy with work stuff, obviously, but the other thing is, like, you know, Atlanta's bigger than Nashville, especially in what's like kind of considered Atlanta. Like where I'm staying at is Logan'sville, and what I would consider like the main Atlanta, the part of Atlanta that I would want to do is like an hour away from where I'm staying, which is not like hour, like, you know, it's crazy because Atlanta traffic's just so bad. That's why it's an hour. It's not like distance wise an hour, it's just commute time is an hour, because Atlanta traffic is a nightmare as always. But like Truist Park, like downtown Atlanta, a lot of that type of stuff, about an hour away from my hotel with travel time. So between the work schedule and having to travel an hour to do any of that stuff, that's kind of one of the main reasons why I've kind of come to the conclusion that outside of maybe doing something Friday morning before I leave and head back to Nashville, probably not going to have any kind of cool, fun, exciting activities other than maybe like trying some random restaurants and finding random parks to go for a run in, which I don't know that that's necessarily the best content for the channel, but here we are. One of the challenges of running on an unfamiliar trail is not getting lost and abandoned. So if I get lost and can't find my way back, I will post this vlog update immediately, and Jesta, you have to come find me. If the video continues after this, then I didn't get lost, so you'll find out in about 2 seconds what actually happened. Okay, I reached what I believe is the kind of halfway point, turnaround point, where I'll be heading back to where I started. Decent little playground here, that's kind of nice. Pavilion here. But it's only a little under 1.5 miles to this point, so I usually like to run at least a 5K when I'm running, unless I'm just completely gassed. So maybe not a long enough trail, but also way too hilly. I got one good knee, no good ankles. Inclines aren't good for your guy at this point in time, so need a flatter surface. Back at the hotel, and I thought I'd do a quick look in on what the pool setup is here at the Hampton Inn Suites. Not bad. Get the job done if you just want a quick dip, cool down a little bit. Might need that after a run, but I think I'm gonna take a shower and go find some lunch instead. So when I found out I was coming down to Atlanta for some work stuff, a coworker of mine who's from the area said, check out, he gave you 2 restaurant recommendations, West Cobb Diner and Marietta Diner. As I mentioned earlier, Atlanta's kind of a big town. Depending on what area of Atlanta you are, you might be nowhere near those places. I'm nowhere near either of those places, but I got a little extra time this morning before the work stuff I have to do, so I figured I'd pop over to one of them, and the one that was closer to me was the Marietta Diner. I think I'm gonna try the other one on the way out Friday afternoon, because I think I'd go by where it's gonna be heading back to Nashville. But when I got here, I realized I'm familiar with this place. I've driven by it multiple times. I think me and my dad might have eaten here at the Super Bowl. I have a memory of it from the Super Bowl. And it was either me and my dad ate here during the Super Bowl weekend, or Ray Lewis killed a guy here. I'm gonna look it up once I get inside if this is where Ray Lewis killed a guy. But hopefully it's good food, because we drove a long way to get here. Well, not a long way, it took a long time to get here. We got multiple Guy Fieri restaurant references already, so we know this is going to be good. Looks like they've got a few other restaurants in their family, so if this is good, these other ones might be ones we need to check out in the future on Atlanta trips. All right, we're going with the country fried steak. Didn't get a shot of the menu, but they basically have everything you possibly want here, like burgers, breakfast, pasta, entrees like this, fried chicken, but I don't know, Georgia, this just sounded like a Georgia dish, so we went with this one. All right, so the Marietta Diner was quite delicious. That was a ton of food, way too much for me to eat, couldn't finish it all. But it was delicious, quite tasty. I mean, like I said, the menu had just about everything. They had a dessert counter at the front. I meant to get a shot of it, but I forgot as I was walking out the door. I got a work phone call as I was walking out. But all the desserts looked great. Great place. Did look it up while I was there. That is not where the Ray Lewis murder incident occurred, so apologies for potentially implicating them in that situation. That was not true. I think I just crossed up my memories of the Atlanta Super Bowl because I think me and my dad ate there when we were in town for the Atlanta Titans Super Bowl, and Ray Lewis also was involved in a weird murder situation at that same event. So apologies to the Marietta Diner for the false allegations. That's what I've never been able to figure out about Atlanta is their interstates are all like 5, 6, 7 lanes wide, and it's always still, no matter what, just bumper to bumper traffic. I'm sure the locals could explain it, but it is always been bizarre to me. Just finished up with my work stuff for the day, about 9:50 local time, a little on the later edge, so I thought maybe kind of like what I did last night, find maybe like a sports bar type place, maybe catch the end of the Braves game, get a late night food before heading back to the hotel, going to bed. Put sports bar into the old Google machine, and I found a place called Dylan's Sports Bar about 3 miles away from my hotel, so thought, sounds good, let's check it out. That's what we're gonna do. Smells like weed. I got to the bar, Braves were down 6-4. Immediately go down 8-4. I'm just bringing bad mojo to Atlanta with me. Got that Nashville SC vibes stank all over Atlanta right now. Well, they were losing before I got here. We have a late night menu running here, some good looking options. I'm thinking wings sound good. Wing basket has arrived. I've got fries. I heard some people outside me saying that this place has the best wings, so looking forward to this. You know, I'm not one to blow smoke or overhype things. Those might have been the best wings I've ever had in my life. They were like perfectly crispy. The sauce was like not too saucy, like it was on there, but it wasn't like ruin your hands, get too much on your fingers, and it was like a good balance of like the tang, the butteriness, the spice. Dylan's Sports Bar in the suburbs of Atlanta. Amongst the best wings I've ever had in my life. Another day, another hotel breakfast. Not as impressed with the hotline stuff today as I was yesterday. I definitely like the scrambled eggs, briskets, and gravy better than this kind of fiesta day one. This was actually, funnily enough, listed as a egg white frittata. Egg white frittata. I don't think that's what it is. But I also got a waffle today, and it's huge and massive, so oof. Okay, so after country fried steak and wings yesterday and then a waffle for breakfast, I think we got to squeeze in another run today. So I found another local park to check out. We're at Briscoe Park today. It's got like sports fields, little trail, all that good stuff. So just get a quick run in today, try to not be disgusting and horrible. I'm gonna be disgusting and horrible no matter what I do, but I'll at least feel better about it if I get a run in. Quick running trail review. I like Briscoe Park better than The one I went to yesterday, which I've already forgot the name of, in terms of it was flatter, easier to run. That's the lazy guy in me. The one I ran yesterday was a longer trail, had more space. This one, I think the actual trail that goes to the park was only like 1.25 mile loop, but you could duck out onto like the road that runs adjacent to the park, and I ran down the sidewalk a little bit further to add a few miles onto the run. So that was a nice little add on there. So Briscoe Park liked it better than the Mayfair Farm, I think, where I went yesterday. About to head over for my work stuff for the day. And I gotta tell you, I've been trying to eat different places, locations, each meal, just trying to get unique experiences to the area. Depending on how this day goes, whatever time I get done with the work stuff and where the world might take me, I'm thinking about going back to Dillon's tonight. Those wings were that good. Stay tuned. Had time for a quick lunch break today, and one of the guys I'm working with told me that there was a great little hole-in-the-wall gyro place down the street. He's like, it's basically attached to a gas station, but don't sleep on it. You gotta try it. So popped over here. I can already tell this is gonna be good. Gas station gyros. You know it's good. They're on list of 10 commandments here. You know, the layout here. Party room. Book your events here. Here goes nothing. Good Lord. This thing is loaded. That's very good. Still gonna get those wings tonight from Dillon's. So I don't think I could go as far as to call it the world's best gyros. They were very good. If you're in the Snellville, Loganville, whatever part of Atlanta I'm in area and looking for some gyros, check them out because they're good for this, world's best. I don't know if I'll go that far. One knock on them I would give them is I always prefer the gyros that come in like the pocket style pita as opposed to the flatbread, wrap style pita. I always feel like it's easier to eat in the pocket style, so that would be a slight knock. But I mean, otherwise it's good. It's good, solid gyro. It's only just now occurring to me that this vlog is going to be like a lot of just me eating at random spots in the suburbs of Atlanta. Eesh. So, well, tomorrow on the way out of town, I'm going to try to do at least one non-meat eating food related activity. I'm going to go to the Braves team store, maybe try to find some of those famous filming locations, because a lot of stuff has started to film movies and TV shows down here in Atlanta, like Stranger Things, Walking Dead, a lot of Marvel movies. Maybe if I can do some Googling and find some of those, go to those and just be like, there's a building that something was filmed in front of. Just to change it up a little bit, because nobody wants to just watch me eat for 25 minutes. Yep, I had to come back. Let the taste do the talking, but I may have chased the dragon. These wings look a lot bigger than Rice Krispies Montana. Okay, so wings weren't as good tonight. They were better than I expected on that first kind of glance where I looked at them like these kind of look like what Jesta doesn't like, where they're a little too thick, not crispy enough. They're crispier than expected. The sauce still had really good flavor, so still good, but I should have taken a second bite of that, but I should have just let that precious moment I had with Dillon's the first time just exist forever in eternity. That's weird. So they had live music tonight, which was a nice touch, but I just noticed, there's a dude out front just strumming a guitar by himself. I don't know if he's in the band and is trying to get his guitar tuned before he goes back inside to rejoin the group, or if he's from the band and they're done for the night, or if he's maybe trying to get picked up and added to the band. You don't see that too often. Very much enjoyed my stay here at the Hampton Inn and Suites, but I gotta say, post-COVID, room service has just gone to crap. I checked in Tuesday. It's now Thursday night. I'm checking out tomorrow morning. I've not had any room service the entire stay here. No, if the beds look like this every time I come in, a mess. I made it. No fresh towels, no changing of the towels at any point in time the entire You know, I know if you're like one night in and out, maybe, you know, whatever, but like I've been here since Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, out Friday, no room service. Minor complaint. Uncle Matt out. That's not my catchphrase. Got up, had one last breakfast. Actually ran on the treadmill here at the fitness center at the hotel today. I hate treadmills, they're the worst. But we're hitting the road. Got the new Buc-ee's travel shirt on, making its debut. It's a maiden voyage, if you will. This is kind of a weird one because a lot of times when you're like ending a trip, you're usually like bummed to be going back home. I'm a little bummed I didn't get to do as many fun things that I wanted to do on this trip, but you know, it was a work trip, so it's a little different. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to going home at the end of this one because, you know, going back to normal life, getting out of the kind of the work vibe that I was in down here. See the wife, see the children, the small furry children, all good stuff. Like I said, we are going to try to find a couple last little things on our way out of town to kind of spice up the video where it's not just all meat eating. There maybe is a few non-food related things, although there might be one or two more food things still to come. So a couple of last little pop-in ideas I've got, and then we'll be back in Nashville before you know it. Oh my God, there's a Miss Winters. I thought they were all gone. All right, so I mentioned we might try to find some of the Atlanta filming locations as it's become a hotbed for TV and movie filming, and this is Hawkins High School as seen in Stranger Things. Thought this would be more exciting, but it's kind of here. Just the Hawkins campus is just kind of sitting here. There it is. It's right there. I'm here. I found it. I don't know. All right, we got another filming location here. We're on the Jackson Street Bridge. Famous shot from The Walking Dead, I believe, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. It doesn't quite look as accurate as I thought it was going to look, but it's kind of a cool peek into downtown Atlanta as you kind of go in there, but I don't know. Nice graffiti here. Good look at the downtown Atlanta, though. Even if I didn't line it up properly, it's a cool look at Atlanta. These are a lot less exciting than I thought they were going to be. I don't think filming locations are ever become a big part of this channel. There's tons of people that have done these much better and much more comprehensively than I have, so look those up. Don't watch mine. Okay, last filming location we wanted to check out here on Emory campus in Atlanta. That back there is what you, if you watch Stranger Things, will recognize as the Hawkins lab, where things happened on the show, as you'll recall. I don't particularly recall. It's been like 5 years since the last few episodes came out. I think that's where, spoiler alert, I think Rudy, spoiler alert, died there. There it is. Pulled up a little closer shot angles. Definitely do not go inside. Just observe from the outside. R.I.P. Rudy. Spoiler alert. Crap. Should have put that back in again. All right. Couldn't come to Atlanta without some kind of Braves action, so we are at the Battery Truist Park area. I'm going to pop into the Braves clubhouse store, just browse around, see if I can find a Braves souvenir from the trip where I didn't actually go to any Braves games, which probably is for the best because the 3-game series they had with the Brewers while I was in town, they got demolished, embarrassed, swept. Not a good time to be a Braves fan. These polos, I'd probably go with the red one. $90 aren't bad. Titans could take a lesson from this. Like, this polo, if you were Titans, would be like $165. I borderline almost buy this for $90, and it's Nike too. That's great. Baseball did a good job kind of inventing the jersey, like the t-shirt jersey, if you want to buy something to support a player but don't want to spend the full price of a jersey. Chipper Jones, that might be one worth getting today. Been a while since I bought like a real like fitted baseball cap. I don't know if I'm ever going to go back to this stuff. I don't know if it's really my style anymore. Wow. And Jess is going to hate this, but this Rain Spooner Braves button-up is 50% off. I feel like how often do you see something like this on sale? I almost feel like I have to. All right, I made the purchase. Sorry, Jesta. Originally, I was going to go to one more spot that had been recommended to me by a coworker in the Atlanta area, the West Cobb Diner, but I think I'm going to skip that because I'm already here. I'm already in the Battery. Might as well check out something here. Thinking Yard House. I've always heard good things about Yard House, but we don't have that in Nashville, so maybe check this out rather than drive to a whole nother place and start the whole process over. Just grab Yard House. That sounds like a good idea. Anytime I see a Nashville hot chicken outside of Nashville, I'm always tempted to give it a shot, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for spicy food right before I hit the road for a long drive. And I think we're gonna go for the Vampire Taco. Not the beer pairing though, because I am not a drinker. But we're gonna try the Vampire Taco. Apparently you can get them all vampire style, but I'm just gonna go with the standard vampire style. Spagna scored. France is reeling. Might not win the gold medal on their home turf. Spain is so talented. It's not fair how much talent Spain has. Like, are they really going to win the Euros and the Olympics in the same year? Like, this is ridiculous. All right, we got our Vampire Tacos and a side of rice and beans. I'm definitely going to have to knock some of the cilantro off because I do not like cilantro pretty much at all. A little bit goes a long way, I would say.
I've never seen them before.
Yard House Vampire Tacos were very good. I do think I would have preferred, I think they overcooked like the cheese shell a little bit. Like it was like tough to bite through. Like I couldn't really get my teeth, like rip it apart. But good time. Pop it into the Battery real quick. I had somebody comment on my video from last year when I was here and said the Battery's a letdown. And to each their own. Maybe I'm a little biased because I'm a Braves fan, but I kind of love this area. I kind of think it's really cool. I hope this is eventually what we're going to be getting with the new Titan Stadium and also maybe a little bit of Geodis Park for Nashville SC because it's great. I also like that there was like non-game day. Wasn't very crowded. Cool, just walked around, hung out. Not bad. But that is our last stop on this Atlanta trip. It's now travel shirt mode, full steam ahead, back to Nashville. I mean, we couldn't not stop, right? We got to do another Buc-ee's run here. Mostly just got to pee this time. All right, so this caught my eye on the way down, but I was in the mood for more of a full meal then because that was kind of my lunch, but I have double chocolate ice cream sandwiches. Yeah. Still think one of the things Buc-ee's is missing is like a picnic area to like sit and eat your food because like this is falling apart, melting by the time I can get it back to my car, and it's not going to be something that's going to last till I get on the road. So here we go. Bon apple teas. I mean, that's really good though. Not gonna lie, this is quickly jumping up there with the potato salad as the reasons we stop at Buc-ee's. Back home in Nashville at the house. Atlanta trip officially over. Fun, quick, somewhat unexpected trip, but we got to do a couple quick little pop-up weird things. A lot of eating, obviously. Too much probably, but such is life. We have to eat to survive. It's manna from the gods. I don't know. I've been driving a lot today. I'm losing my mind. Thanks for watching as always. Probably some non-food related things coming up in the vlog because we've got a Titans preseason game coming up tomorrow night that I will be at. I'm sure I'll eat something at Nissan Stadium and record that, so there will be food involved. Ugh. Is this a food channel now? Has it always been a food channel?